some moisture there, cloud cover as well. So New Zealand won the toss. They had no real hesitation in batting first. But just looking at that delivery, it nipped back in off the seam and it bounced as well. So Pollock will be pretty happy to see that.
Big appeal for LBW. Convincing, but no. Wow, that was close.
First delivery swung away. This one came back in, so it looked like Lou Vincent was expecting it to swing away. Dale Steyn has been swinging the ball a lot so far this summer, but this one came back and came back sharply. Too high. So it's a pretty good decision. Probably just clipping the... So difficult for the umpire to be sure that the ball was going to hit the stump, so that's fair enough.
It's 7 for 1.
Disappointment for McCullum. Played pretty well during the first two matches. He tried to whip this one over the leg side, but got a leading edge, and the ball was in the air for a long, long time. It was a pretty easy catch in the end, but Dale Steyn strikes. That's what he's in the side for. Herschel Gibbs making no mistake at cover. McCullum is gone. New Zealand 7 for 1.
Good record, that. In the air and through. Good stroke before the first boundary of the New Zealand innings.
That is a very good stroke. The ball was in the air, but it was well timed through extra cover. It went like a rocket.
They were initially for the appeal. It carried to de Villiers at cover point, but it was just...
Good delivery again. Sean Pollock a little bit disappointed, going up for the LBW first, and then just wanting the umpire to have a look at a possible bat pad dismissal as well. But umpire Benson on both counts said no. Pretty close though.
Outside the line. There, just...
Now Howe, straight away after break, has put one away to the fence. His first scoring shot for Howe to get off the mark. Taken 6 deliveries, but he would have had to regather himself because of the situation with the side screen here that is frustrating. He didn't quite get all of it. No surprise there, because Steyn has been the bane of the New Zealand batsmen.
That's an aggressive and expansive shot, and very, very well executed.
100th one-day international today for Lou Vincent. Can he make it count? Being very indifferent on this tour of South Africa. Here, that's trademark stuff for him.
Bowling, beautiful throw. Wonderful change of pace. Oh, what a class bit of bowling.
And what a wonderful piece of emotion there from Steyn. Over the moon, and a sucker punch from Steyn, and Vincent can't believe it. Done by an absolute slow pie from Dale Steyn. It's a beauty. There it is, the off spinner. Great piece of deception, and it rips out the leg stump. Vincent, in his 100th game, cannot believe he's heard the death rattle. That is a big breakthrough. He's got another one, Steyn. This time it's Vincent for 18. It's 27 for 2 here.
Scotty Starris, Billy Ray Starris comes into bat in a very, very important time for New Zealand.
He gets away here, and he's clipped it through the leg side, and will get 4 to finish the over. 8 gone, 33 for 2 here.
Dale Steyn to be irritated with himself there. Pollock misfields that. Gets something on it. No, but it's not enough. It's raced away for 4, he'll be cross.
So look at that, just punched into the ground. Gets a little bit on it, just the top of the thumb there, or the side of the hand. And it still races away for 4.
Beautiful. Just over. And excellent stroke. Again, 4 off the last ball. 41 for 2.
Muttering and cursing to himself here, Pollock. Gee, it's not that bad a delivery. It's not a half volley, but it is a little bit too wide. That's all that's really wrong with it. Just a bit of width. It seems not too bad, but it just underlines how good a surface this is here in Newlands.
Smashed away, backward a point for 4. Short and wide, and it got the treatment it deserved.
And here, it's just too much width. Too short and too wide, and Styrus says thanks very much.
And again, this is up in the air. And he just evades the man who's at short, fine leg. And goes for 4 as well.
This brings up the 54, New Zealand. Got enough bat on it for it to clear Sean Pollock at short fine leg and then run away to the boundary. But not convincing. I think that's a good shot. Short and wide and well struck by Scott Styrus. Beautifully hit. Andre Nell is annoyed with himself.
Nicely controlled. There's a man in that area. It's A.B. de Villiers, and he can cover the ground pretty well. But this is hit really well. It's placed.
Carved away behind square. This will go for 4. And that's the pressure release that the Black Caps have been looking for.
Absolutely. This time, Styrus gets it right. Bit of width there. Only on 15. He's been there a while now.
Big appeal for LBW. He's got him! Change of pace from Langerveld has done the trick for South Africa. Howe trying to work it to the onside is trapped in front.
Change of pace? Certainly is. It's that slower one. And he's gone right across there, Jamie Howe. Look at this. Goes on. Well, it's pretty easy in a way. Yeah, I would have thought so. Hit Midland leg. And he has to go. Howe has to disappear back to the hut for 15. 68 for 3 New Zealand.
Lack of strike, he felt, just worked on him a little, and he went to his bread and butter shot, failed to bring it off, and it means that Ross Taylor's at the crease. Oh, no ball is called, and he's got the edge, and that is sinful. And it also going to be compounded by a free hit, but that has been a better blow. Mark Boucher and Graham Smith's heads have sunk. He got the edge of the Styrus bat. That could be a pivotal moment. Oh dear, oh dear. Very tight indeed.
Well, he's harsh and he's known for it, Mark Benson. Doesn't give you a lot of leeway as a bowler. There's the faint little tickle off the timber.
Got him! A loose stroke. He's dragged it on. Nell gets his wicket, and see what it means to the big man. It's 79 for 4.
Absolutely pumped. Andre Nally does it again. He's been doing it with the bat. And the fairy tale continues from the big fella from Pretoria. This one, looser stroke, feet don't go, and he drags a big inside edge, does Ross Taylor. And Taylor, he has to go for just 4.
The new man is Matthew Sinclair. Oh, that's a good delivery. Bounce and a little bit of movement.
From the hometown boy, Longefeld. That's that classic length that we go on about so often.
So there's a misfield. Got through for 4. That Pollock at mid-off. Nicely struck, though. take any credit away from the batsman. Nice stroke. Oh, big appeal. No. Only outside the line. Ian Howe unmoved. He's biting on the proverbial bullet today. It's close. And that takes him through to his 20th 50 in one-day internationals, along with 4 centuries. 136 matches. It's his 5th against South Africa.
Push and go. Oh, de Villiers didn't make the pick up. There's some risky running here between these two. South Africa may just have a sniff of that form of dismissal.
Well, the Black Caps are struggling to hit the boundaries because some very accurate bowling at the moment, so they've got to try and tick it over somehow. So they opting to run singles wherever possible and rotate the strike, and on that occasion there was definitely the chance of a run out.
There's the big hit. It's up in the air. Men coming round. Who will take it? What a catch, Andre Nel. That is an absolutely outstanding grab from the big man. The South Africans converted him because they realized what a massive wicket that is. Cyrus goes. 128 for 5.
Wonderful catch by Andre Nel. It looked like a problem coming with both Nel and Steyn converging on the ball, but Andre Nel kept his eye on the ball all the way. He's got big hands. He's a good catcher. Got the dive out at the last minute, and that's a brilliant catch.
Nel takes a great catch. Cyrus gone for 60. 128 for 5. Jacob Oram is the new man, and he's out there at a crucial time because of the interventions of the catching skills of Andre Nel. Oh, it's missed! It's missed. Pollux had another catch dropped off his bowling. Again, Sinclair was shaping to angle to third man. Slipper standing wide. They both had to go for it, and it's gone down.
Again, looking to run it down to third man. As we said, dangerous option, particularly when there is a first slip in position or a regulation first slip. But this one unfortunately went between Boucher and Smith. Boucher just got the right hand to it.
Oh, fortunate runs. He's chopped it into the ground. It may go all the way. No, it doesn't. Around comes Johan Botha, so it's still yet to find a boundary, but that could so easily have cannoned into the stumps.
Lucky there. Lack of pace in the pitch. That caused the problem there for Oram.
Pulled away. Nel has to make the ground. This is going to go to the fence and does. Welcome release for New Zealand.
Played this full shot very well. Andre Nel is on that leg side boundary, but couldn't get there in time. His timing was very good.
Oh, big appeal, not out, he says. Ian Howe being the he that I referred to. Yep, just outside the line.
It's gone big with one hand. Got enough on it too, the big fella. The sweep.
How far is he going to hit it when he uses 2 hands? Beautifully timed. Just released the bottom hand, carried on with the top. There you go. Some of the clouds away to our right have dispersed.
Tabby de Villiers again, making Sinclair hurry. Tell you what, it wasn't too far away again.
Sinclair, of course, quite lucky to still be out there. He's put down by Boucher. Down the ground and over the rope. Full toss, got what it deserved.
Most definitely. And you just feel now that the foot has gone down on the pedal for the Black Caps, and particularly Jacob Oren, who goes to 32 with the stroke. And there again, the advantage of the long legs, and goes over long on.
This will be out. Smith under it. And the end of Jacob Oram. It was time to hit that accelerator. It's just a question of whether it comes on or whether you get out. On this occasion, was the latter.
Very limp way to go from Jacob Oram. Moving down the wicket, looking to smoke this through the leg side. And it just cramped him up in the end, he knew. And then he had to run, and they crossed comfortably enough, so that meant Sinclair could keep the strike. So the new man can just be at the non-striker's end. Oram goes for 34. New Zealand are now 184 for 6. Imagine
7. Staris out for 60. Oram out for 34. Carl Mills, the new man, in. That's 8 against the Proteas. He's also got a couple of hundreds. His best actually 118 not out against Sri Lanka in Sharjah.
Now at 8. And then you've got Vittori, who is unorthodox, but can be very useful. Balls running out, though, for the Kiwis.
Slogged through mid-wicket. Hit that really hard. The length ball, he just slapped it. Brings up the 200 for the Black Caps.
And Longavelt will be disappointed. Just dragged it down a little bit too much. A tad too short. Banged in. And Sinclair, it is time to go with these strokes. Fairly clean. And got the treatment.
There's the full toss, striving for the Yorker with the fine leg up again. Just think back a few seconds ago to what Danny Morrison was saying about trying to bowl Yorkers with a fine leg up.
Well, you can certainly bowl, blame the bowler, because it was a little bit too full. It was about a knee-high full toss, but I keep coming back, and I know I'm giving him a hard time, and the captain's gone over there to talk to his bowler now. But the fundamentals of some of the field placings at dead stages, and Graham Smith's just having a chat now to Charles Longavelt. Got to have the fine leg back. You've got to cover those bases, particularly when you're trying to bowl the Yorker. And that's the place to bowl at the death, folks.
Straight to backward point. End of the over, the best from a batting point of view in the match. 206 for 6. New Zealand has got 3 overs left. 3 8s to 24. 24 gets into 230 if they can get 8 and over. Don't think that's enough. Very good looking pitch.
Coming up now from the Carlton Grove end is Andre now with his final over of his 10 overs throw.
Mills on strike. Now searching for the Yorker, and this one has gone all the way for the maximum.
That's a good strike, wasn't it, from Kyle Mills? Just interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how Nell deals with this, because remember, Nell was the hero in Durban, and he was surprised on interview that they bowled the ball so full. New Zealand bowled the ball so full. Now, he's a tail ender, back of a length, get it past him to the keeper. Interesting, isn't it? Mindsets of people, like it's got to be a Yorker, hasn't got to be a Yorker. The bloke's a tail ender and is going to miss length balls, bowl him a length ball.
Well, he's tried 2 Yorkers in this over, gone for 7, and the fine leg is still up inside the circle. Now that is that clean strike. Straight out of the middle of that bat, just over the rope. Oh, and that's clean. And that's beautiful striking here. This time from Sinclair, straight out of the screws.
Well, there's 8 from this over. More to come. In fact, it's 10. Make that 11.
Keep going, Jackers. Get the score rocking.
I'm just trying to steal some runs off you guys.
You are, aren't you?
Beautifully struck shot. Wonderful balance shown there from Sinclair.
Well, that's what he can do. He's that sort of freaky player. Gone on about his fast hands. Doesn't move the feet that much. But he's got wonderful hand-eye and very fast hands through the ball.
Squeeze that away, back with Australia, get a couple.
Just had the best over, the previous over for the New Zealanders, and that was 12. Nicely bowled. And there is your classic Yorker link to try and stamp a little bit more on the game. Andre Nell. A little bit too full and wide, and it's another ripper. Gone for 4 to finish the over. 17 from it. It's 2-2-3 for 6.
So 2 overs to go. 223 for 6.
He's going to have the fine leg up. Still he is. So Smith's persisting with the fine leg, or is he just going to change his mind? Someone has to come up and stay inside. Of course, 4 inside the 30-metre circle. Just there, square leg, mid-wicket from the fence has, in fact. And he's lucky he didn't lose an off-pole there, Mills.
Really interesting field this. There's only 1 in the circle on the offside. That's backward point. The rest are long off, deep extra cover, deep cover. So Langerfeldt for sure won't be bowling this ball straight. He's going to be bowling a foot, 2 foot wide of off stump and asking the batsman to go across the line to make the use of the fact that there's no fielders on the leg side boundary.
Which is exactly what I was just thinking here. Very dangerous in terms of going for that.
Well, good work from Cullis on the boundary there. They've gone, taken on the throw, and they've got in. Run 3. See, it doesn't really give the bowler an option of getting a wicket. That's the problem.
Total agreement. Jack is dead right. You want to hit the woodwork. That's what you're trying to do. Bowl Yorkers in a change of pace. The batsman either hits the ball up in the air with a slower delivery, or you've got your LV and bowled. And he's bowled a good length. Uh-oh. And he's going to be out because he's fallen over. And it's the Keystone Cops out in the middle. Classic stuff, really. And he's run out well by half a pitch length. They can laugh about it now. Mills won't be.
It's good cricket here from Langerfeldt. Took his time. And also good cricket, which hopefully you'll see in the replay from Boucher. Because he's seen the fact that Mills has fallen over. Boucher hanging back there for the moment, but now he falls down. And Boucher's closing in on the ball. Should the ball have missed the stumps, he would have still had time to gather it and take the bails off. Mills gone for 11. 227 for 7. It's pretty innovative first ball for Chief Superintendent. Be 1 in the end of the 49th over, a good one. 229 for 7.
Please remember that coming up during the lunch break, no spectators are allowed onto the field Instead it is the MTN Challenge. It will be pretty interesting.
Sean Pollock, my goodness, he's miserly.
Coming up during the lunch
Again,
break.
look at that, under 30. Hasn't taken a wicket there, but it doesn't matter. Great job that he does for South Africa. Dan Vettori has come out, joining Sinclair. But it will be Sinclair on strike. Dale Steyn, can he get the Yorker right? Because he bowls a nice little change-up, as we've already seen today when he knocked over Vincent. His leg stump disappeared with a slower delivery in the opening stanza of this one-day international. Crunch game, decider here at Newlands. Now then, 6 balls left, 229 for 7.
No fine leg, no third man. Oh, he got away with murder. Here's the run out. Whoopsie, I don't know how he got over. It's like he tried to stop to go back and he's just stuck in the ground and he went down like a felled tree. Timber! That's what I mean by Vettori. Look at the sweet timing of that. He's got that away for 4 from about a foot outside off stump.
Okay, Graham Smith, what are you going to do here, sunshine? You're going to come over and have a chat with Dale Steyn, because this is not a good field. Wrong. He's tried to get it in his toes, gone full, and you fight your third man up as well. And the third man, Vettori, the left-hander, not Sinclair on strike. And he got away with the first one, did Steyn. In terms of bowling with pace, you've got to have your third man back, definitely, or your fine leg. More than likely, more often, both, because you're searching at pace to go very full. Fine leg is inside the circle.
Change of pace. Not bold.
Yeah, very nice.
Too much movement now from Vettori. Remember, there's a man the other end.
At least a single, least minimum for Sinclair. And he can't.
And there's a run out. Good cricket from Steyn. It's a wonderful over this. Vettori did really well to get that one delivery away for 4. Now he's bowled 3 dot balls and affected a run out.
Just shows you with the 2 previous dot balls from Steyn, because Vettori was a little bit too clever moving. This is another good Yorker, and he had to give it up because he knew, Sinclair this is, had to get down the other end. He couldn't. He goes for 73. New Zealand 234 for 8 here.
Out as well. All dressed up, nowhere to go, look. Smashed down the ground, it might go for 4. It will. So, the captain of New Zealand finishes with a boundary, and New Zealand have set South Africa 239 in order to win this series on a good pitch.
Well, it's competitive, and they've got the runs on the board after winning the toss and wanting to bat first here at Newlands. And the boys there that stand out, Steyer is 60, Sinclair just run out a moment ago for 73, Oram got 34, and Mills got 11, Vettori not out 9, and the extras 15. And so 50 off the last 5 again for the New Zealanders. Patel didn't bat. Magic stuff here from the little right-hander, Herschel Gibbs, cutting loose now here at Newlands. And the crowd have just started to wake up a little bit since the half-time break. Down the track, closes the face, and snots him right where he wants to. Over mid-wicket for 6. Introduction to the crease for Oram.
Beautifully played. Adjusted superbly, Gibbs, eased it through the offside for 4, 10 from the over, 43 for none after 6. So what a beginning this has been by Herschel Gibbs. It really is putting the Black Caps under immense pressure with strokes of quality such as this. 6 off the first ball, Oram came back well, and then Gibbs just easing back and forcing it through the offside.
Oh, what a cheeky shot that was. Goodness gracious me. What skill.
Tell you what, nobody saw that coming. Absolutely no way. Have a look at this. Onto one knee, bang, out of the ground. Don't worry about that, it's bounced on the road somewhere. Oh, word, that's a good shot.
Oh, what a great shot. Wonderful improvisation from Gibbs yet again. It was quite full, but he just had to maneuver himself into a position to get it through the cover. He moves on to his 34th 50 in one-day international matches. Oh, sweetly driven. He really has batted quite beautifully. Let me allow Kepler Vessels and Brett Proctor to describe that to you.
Thanks, Jack, as well. He's been sublime today, has Herschel Gibbs. With no protection on the offside, just a hint of width from Styrus. It wasn't a bad delivery, but Gibbs' timing, his whole presence, his whole authority today is so convincing. Oh, it's over cover. He's hit it inside out and beautifully played. Full array indeed. You don't get many better than that. Hitting the off spinner, inside out, over extra cover. One bounce four.
That's another terrific shot. Over extra cover. Superb timing. Very good bat speed through the ball.
Vintage Gibbs.
Nothing New Zealand can do about this. Herschel Gibbs is in sublime form. He's very confident. We haven't seen him play like this for a while, but it's certainly good to watch. Let's just look at the comparative scores after 15 overs. So South Africa clearly well and truly ahead, due to an excellent performance thus far by Herschel Gibbs.
He goes inside out over extra cover. That's brilliant cricket from Gibbs.
Top shot again. Not easy to hit the off spinner over extra cover when he's bowling around the wicket, and this time Herschel Gibbs did it beautifully.
It's thoughtful though, not hitting against the angle. He's gone inside out as it drifts across. Pulled away for six. Oh, what an innings this is. His fifth six, Herschel Gibbs.
It's a poor delivery, but Herschel Gibbs hit this one beautifully. His timing was superb. It was short. He had lots of time to pull that. And the connection was perfect in the middle of the bat. Went a long way over mid-wicket.
He goes to 97 with his 6-6. It's 127 for 9. He has been brilliant. A display of hitting seldom seen. Down on one knee, smash into the pavilion.
That's a good shot. A very good shot. And I tell you what, it'll bring some relief to Graham Smith, because there's not been a whole lot that's gone off the middle of the bat. That is his first boundary, taking him on to 28. There's the smile.
Very much so. Reached for it. So he's been there for 48 deliveries to finally get one to go to the fence.
Bang. 4 runs. It's You can see his teammates clapping, or he's blowing kisses probably to his wife. Absolutely brilliant. It really has been.
And fabulous because it's on his home track, here on his own turf here in Newlands, particularly when he got a naught back in PE.
That's true. There's nobody out on that offside on the bend, and so easy pickings. It's a really good shot from Graham Smith. He's climbing into the action as well.
Yeah, well, it took him 48 deliveries to hit his first boundary, and this is his 50th delivery. So just a couple later, he's got another little freebie from his opposite number.
Shot. Beautiful shot. Down the wicket, to the pitch, and bang for four. It's appreciated by this crowd. They've been treated.
Well, he's just decided to give himself a bit of room here, Graham Smith. Opened up and moosed this back over the bowler's head. Middled this one, I reckon, the best so far. He has been struggling.
Like that. It's just smashing them to all five. It's another six for Herschel Gibbs. Oh, he really is on fire. Nice way to end the over. 157 without loss.
Just too easy, this. Bangs it in. And he's got out the 9-iron. A little bit of a chip. Didn't quite want to smash it with the 1-wood. And said the 9-iron will do, thanks very much. And chips it beautifully. Down the track. And gone, as he knows, it's been put down. Funny that, another drop catch by the New Zealanders. This time, Matthew Sinclair. Got there, did all the hard work, but shelled it.
Down the wicket. Doesn't get this in the middle at all. Is looking to clear mid-off. He doesn't. Gives him an opportunity. Sinclair does not take it. Good effort. Just say, hold on, boys. We're in danger here. And the skipper, he stood up. There he is. He's struggling. But anybody would be happy to struggle to 50 or to a milestone.
This could be out, and here Smith goes. He played his part, there's no doubt about that. He'd like to have taken it right through and won this game by 10 wickets, but he succumbs in the end.
First wicket for New Zealand, something for them to cheer about at last, but I'm afraid could well be far too late. Graham Smith struggled, he didn't bat well, he was dropped 3 times. This occasion he didn't middle that properly. Caught by Gillespie at deep mid-wicket. Easy catch in for Graham Smith, but a good start, good opening partnership. 173 now for 1.
9,000 runs in this discipline of the game, as well as 9,000 test runs. Cullis' turn to score a boundary. Just a fraction too short, and this pitch is just so unforgiving.
No protection on the offside boundary, so Jacques Cullis was always going to put this away. That's short and wide outside off stump.
Up in the air and going to be out, and is. So Gibbs goes, but only after a highly entertaining performance. New Zealanders going across to him and congratulating him sportingly. Tory gets another wicket, but really today, and certainly this afternoon, this belongs to only one man, Herschel Gibbs.
Herschel Gibbs took the game away from New Zealand almost from the word go. He's played absolutely brilliantly today. Played all the shots. He was spectacular, and it was Herschel Gibbs at his best, which was very good to see. So South Africa, they lose their second wicket. 187 for 2.
AB de Villiers comes to the crease Just 106 runs short of 2,000 in this form of the game.
He's got another wicket. Pitched up, driven, and taken. That simple.
Just like that, Carl Mills is my man of the series here in this one-day MTN, and de Villiers has to go. On the drive, couldn't keep it down. He was just a fraction early on it. And a comfortable running catch to Matthew Sinclair. He's delighted. 3 down now. De Villiers goes for 2, 190 for 3.
JP Duminy comes to the crease.
How was that? It's a polite inquiry from Cullen. It's just so outplayed in the test matches, the New Zealanders. You could say, are they going to bounce back? Well, they're a better one-day outfit, we know that. They prefer the short, but I think he's gone here, and he has. There's the edge. It is all starting to happen here. We've lost 1, you lose 2. Suddenly now, they're losing wickets, South Africa.
Just a little stutter. JP Duminy, he's been sitting watching a masterclass, as have all the other South African batsmen. He gets out Gibbs. They've got to go out there and do the job. Vettori and his black caps, they've got other ideas. Just a little edge, and this time McCullum makes absolutely no mistake. Duminy gone for 1. Little wobble. 191 for 4. 48 from 88. Played the shot, a good shot. It's through the offside. Vettori chasing it down, but unable to get there before it whacks into the boundary rope. So 4 more.
Well, that wicket made in the Vettori bowled in the last over, previous over. This is what Vettori would not have wanted. First ball goes for 4. It just means the pressure's off for the rest of the over.
Quick single, has to hurry. Oh, tell you what, if he had hit there, there'd have been trouble for Jacques Kallis. There was a bit of hesitation between the two. Goodness me.
Put that down to the last 2 maidens in a row, and Styrus starts off with another goodie. Inside edge on the pad, and then he decides to get the skates on. Oh, and he should have hit really.
Nicely done. It was short. He can't afford to be short. Scott Styrus and Mark Boucher waited and waited and then put that away.
Poor delivery from Styrus. After all the pressure that's just been built up, that's a shocker. A little half tracker with the keeper standing up, no protection.
Another one on the pads, and Boucher deftly works it onto the onside for 4 more. So a couple of boundaries in a row.
Well, it now makes the equation down to 30. 61 balls, piece of cake. But just now, look at that. See, that's dragged down the leg side. And you see the heads there hang or look heavenly. Just awful.
Edged and 4.
Just going to say, we haven't seen too many boundaries go over to the Brewery. Saw it a lot in the T20. It's been peppering the other side of the ground here. And this one has just run away down to the Weinberg end of Newlands. It's a good stroke. Yes, it's a bit thick outside edgy, but he intended, he just opened the blade there a little bit, Mark Boucher. This will go away for 4 because finally is up inside the circle. Shut the gate, it's too late for New Zealand.
Misdirected this. Across the seam as well. It looks that way. All Boucher has to do is beat 1 man.
Well, it's not done and dusted yet, but pretty much should be.
Jacques Kallis and Mark Boucher, two experienced campaigners at the wicket to see South Africa through. Very happy South African dressing room.
Beautiful stroke, full face of the bat, high hands. Oh, I love watching that shot played well.
Very good balance by Jacques Kallis. Drove that beautifully between the bowler and mid-on. It's a good cricket shot.
That's 4 more. So South Africa racing the victory now.
Gillespie's woes continue. Back-to-back boundaries.
Zimbabwe got heavily beaten by the West Indies, having won the first one day. West Indies were put in by Zimbabwe, got 286 for 9, and Zimbabwe were bowled out in 44 overs for 176. Classic cover drive from Kallis. It's a good shot from Boucher, it's good fielding too.
Well, there you go. It's a wide delivery. Lou Vincent, in his 100th game, would not have expected coming to the ground today that he'd be getting a wicket. And Jacques Kallis to boot. He'll be enjoying that. He hasn't had a happy tour of the bat, but this was a wide delivery. Good catch by McCullum as well. It's his first one-day international wicket. So Kallis has gone out for 30. South Africa are 237 for 5.
Just 28 runs short of 3,500, an average of 86. That looked pretty wide. 2 leaves in this over and a game would have been won.
Slow ball out the back of the hand as well. Not easy to bowl.
Clipped it, over the wicket, 2 bounces and into the fence. South Africa win this game and the series against the Black Caps. The series that they so could easily have lost.
Deserved victory for South Africa, particularly on their performance today. They were the better side.
That's the story of the South African reply. Needing 239, Smith and Gibbs really did all the work by putting on a huge opening partnership, with Gibbs playing quite beautifully for his 119. Gibbs struggling a little bit, Smith struggling a little bit, but he hung in there for 51 as they put on 173 and virtually sealed the game. Then there was a bit of a wobble with de Villiers and Duminy following those two at basically Boucher and Kallis saw their team through. There's the partnership I mentioned, and the other one there, 46 between Kallis and Boucher. The New Zealand bowlers, they stuck at it. Mills has been the bowler of the tournament to me. It's going to be a job to find out who's going to get the man of the match, because there's no one outstanding player.
The end of the Mills over yielded 5, 15 for none after 3.
Now, I've only had 3 overs, but already there's quite a substantial difference. New Zealand were 8 for 1. As they'd lost McCullum out early, who had a wonderful game at Port Elizabeth. 81 up there on Friday night. Couldn't add to the run fest here at Newlands. So 8 for 1 versus 15 for none.
Positive beginning from Gibbs. You just sense in his body language he's decided to go out there and look to be positive, try and remove the tentativeness from his game. Something something that the skipper is also desperately searching for. Sun returns to the grass.